wasted every day. I'm making some changes, changing everything. I go out, I come in, I wake up. It starts again, 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 it starts. Lights go up and then I'm ready to start again. Turn up the sun. Are you ready? Let's start again. It starts. I'm ready to start again.
Hello everybody, this is A Easy Button with Overpoweredtech, and this is Forza 4. Yeah, this is a game I was looking forward to for a long time, and I finally just got it. What you just saw is basically when you don't do anything at the menu for long enough, and it goes to that. But anyways, this is the main menu. There's 5 different options, and you can go to, for example, play career. Career is basically what's been in all the Forza games. It's been the go race, the cars, the upgrade, the paint, all that stuff. The my profile thing, I'm not quite sure. It's a lot like the Black Ops one, in a way. So you can edit what you look like. You can look at all your points and all that stuff. Or you can go to paint and just paint your car, do all that stuff. Upgrades, cars, go race. Go race, it's pretty much the same. Rivals is a different thing. It's kind of weird. I'll go into more detail in another time, but yeah. Or you can go to community. Community is basically where you can race online, all sorts of different stuff like that. It's the only way that you can do it currently, and so yeah. Club, auction, a lot of it's the same stuff that's been from Forza 3, just different, really. Auto Vista is a really cool feature. I'm not going to go into it right now just because I am playing with a wheel, and just because I like it, and I actually do race, and I use a steering wheel when I race, not a Xbox controller. I'm not going to go to Auto Vista because there is no right analog stick on the controller, or on the wheel, so I'll save that for a later episode. Marketplace is just what you would expect. It's basically just buying different stuff, buying cars once they start coming out, maps, and all that type of stuff. So, for example, there's car tokens is basically one way that you can get stuff. You can buy tokens, and that can make it so you can buy stuff like that. Or there's extras that you can buy. There's all sorts of different things that you can do. There's a season pass, which basically makes it so you get everything for free, which I think is a really cool idea if you want to pay for that. I don't know for sure about everything being free, but just stuff. Some cars are only Auto Vista, so just so you know. Manufacturers, just all sorts of different manufacturers. One thing I did notice, though, I've been looking for a long time, they don't have any Porsche, which infuriates me. So, yeah, if you're really looking to drive Porsches and that alone, I wouldn't get this game necessarily, but for everything else, it's really worth it. But for right now, I'll just go into free play. I will do a... I'm randomly selecting stuff right now, and... Oh, I pressed B. Wonderful! I'm just gonna go to some hot laps. I'm gonna use the cars I have in my garage, most of these are just random ones I have unlocked or got from winning something. This is my race one. It's a MX-5 Miata. I love Miatas. I think they're awesome cars. Don't call me weird for it, but if you ever try to go up against a Miata in a turn, you'll get owned. Mustang, other things, some random person. 2002, I also really like these. That was just playing around with trying to drift. I know a lot of people in the drifting world who have those, and I decided to make one. But yeah, I'm gonna use my Miata for this one. I play on manual. I usually just use manual. I'll sometimes use manual with clutch because I don't actually have a clutch on my pedal set. So and I'm going to drive at I'm playing too much flops and stuff like that. I'm gonna play drive. Sorry, I did it again. At Silverstone, not Silverstone. Suzuka, no. Benchmark, no. Top Gear, no. The Top Gear, they actually have the actual Top Gear track, which I thought was really, really cool. But I'm gonna play Road America. Drive. I keep saying play. This is too much like Xbox. It's not like driving. But I'm gonna play drive. I said it again. My Miata on Road Atlanta, and this is actually tuned as high up as I have it right now. I could detune it for like if I was gonna race in a D class or something like that. But for right now, I'm just gonna use how it's set up right now, which was from the last race that I did. So, let me see. Let's see, what should I do? I'm gonna go down to difficulty stuff just to make sure everything's on. Oh yeah, I don't play with ABS because I think ABS was for wimps. Steering, ABS off. Assisted is stupid. Please don't ever play with assisted. My cat keeps getting over to me. He's huge, by the way. He's like, think of something. Think of a ruler. My cat's probably like almost a yard long, stretched out from head to tail. He's huge. Manual. Traction control is for wimps also. Suggested line. I just use braking just because I'm not quite familiar with all the tracks, and then I don't ever use rewinds actually, but yeah. I think I already have I might have a setup for Road Atlanta. I don't know for sure. Load setup. Miata Laguna Seca. All I have is Laguna Seca one, so I'm not gonna use anything but that. So yeah. Let's see. And I'm off. It's gonna seem a lot more smooth. Like normally people have to go like that with the wheel, but with me with this joystick, but with me because I'm using a wheel, I can be a lot smoother on the wheel, or on the tire, on the car, on everything in it. So it's gonna seem a lot smoother and a lot easier. In Forza 3, you could actually cut the track right there, and that was the only way to get a really fast lap. But they actually have it now that if you try to cut the track there, it actually slows you down. So, yeah, don't try it. Don't know why I shifted down into first there. And then back out to here. I think this one's got like only 200 horse, but for a Miata, that's actually not that bad. And that was, I think, the only thing I've done with this car is I think I might have changed the cams. I did put on a different exhaust, and I changed tires and aero stuff, but all that stuff is just one more thing and another thing and another thing that all adds up together to a faster lap, because I really like cars like this, and I really want to go fast, and I want to be able to be fast and stuff like this. But yeah, thoughts on the game? I like it. I can't say I like it more than Forza 3 just because they left out Porsche, which really infuriates me because I'm a big Porsche guy. But they do have a lot of cool cars still. Like they have a Miata. They finally have the 240, which is really good for the drifting world because that's one of the most popular cars for drifting. And I think it was a good game. I think they did some good things. I really like that they partnered with Top Gear because now, like, sometimes in the Auto Vista, you can get it so when you're looking at the cars, you can actually have people explain them. And sometimes it's Jeremy, who is one of the main guys on Top Gear, which I thought was really cool. I'm surprised I haven't gone off yet. It's been a while since I played this. Yeah, I also drive other stuff besides just video games. I actually race too. So that's why I'm so fluid behind the wheel like this, because I've driven things before and I know how to drive stuff. But yeah, it seems like their multiplayer is a little bit easier to get into than what Forza 3 was. I didn't really spend that much time in Forza 3 though. I mean, I played it for a little while, but there's just so many games that came out really quickly after I got Forza 3. I didn't get it right when it came out. I don't remember how long after, but it was a little while after. I got this one, like, I think 2 days after it came out because I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it like 2 months beforehand because I really wanted Forza 4. And then, I don't know, I really liked the game. I do think they missed out with not putting Porsches in it, but some people don't like Porsches. I personally think that's one of the best driver's cars. I've driven them before, and I love them. They're one of my favorite cars, and I just feel like they could have done a little bit better with the car choice. They have, I think, 100 more cars than what they did last time in Forza. I think it was 400 last time. There's like just over or under 500 this time. And I don't remember where it is, and I don't know, I really like the variety that they put in. They even have a Hummer this time, and they have the Tesla. I'm really curious about driving the Tesla because the Tesla is an electric car. It's one of few, and I've never driven a car. I've always wanted to see how it feels because I don't know if it's actually got like a gearbox or if it's just all by hand and stuff like that. So I don't know, I want to try stuff like that, and it's one of the reasons why I like games like this. I can do this, I can practice racing, and I just really like it. Ooh, overshot that a little bit. And went down in too many gears. Same there. Other things I'd say, I think it's really cool because they made it kind of arcadey too at the same time. Like in some of the in some of the career play, there's actually things where you go out to Top Gear's track and you try to knock over bowling pins and you get points for it. And for the more that you knock over, which I think is an interesting idea. I think it might be making it a little bit too arcadey because this is supposed to be a simulation game, but I don't know, I like it. I think it's fun. It puts a nice break on the game sometimes. Get it, break? I don't have a ton of experience with anything else besides this. This is mainly what I like to do is hot lapping because I have other people that I know that I race with that I try to get lap times that are faster than them, and that's what I like about Forza. You can easily see the other person's lap times. And I also like the tuning. I've seen that the tuning does a lot in this game. Like, it may not seem like it for those who aren't really racer type people, but for me, because I understand racing and I understand what different changes can do and how to fix something, it just feels like I know what it is. And I feel like a lot of games didn't really capture that when they made it. Forza 3 did a pretty good job. I don't think it did the best. I think it could have easily done better, but what can you say? It was an amazing game in the first place. Tracks, I think they should have had way more tracks than what they have in this game. It seems like, because they have I think they have like 20 tracks and different variations of tracks, but they don't have any ones that people really know about or really want to race at. Like, I mean, they have a lot of big ones, but they don't have barely any street circuits, and a lot of the tracks are made up, which I don't really like. But there are tracks that are famous, like Suzuka. Suzuka is a really famous track. There's a lot of stuff that has happened at Suzuka in Formula One. There's been a guy that almost died there. That's where I don't think it was there that Sebastian Vettel in F1 won the championship this year. I think it was last year, or somebody won it like that last year, or not last year, a couple years ago. But I don't know. I just feel like they missed out on some of the tracks